Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Getting Cheesy with Van and Jeezy. I'm Van.
And I'm Jeezy.
It's the gossip section again, which usually is saved for some crazy shit happening in the NFL over the week, like haha Clinton Dix getting chased by bears or Zeke saying he's faded on a Twitch stream. But this week, it's interesting. It's the same thing every year, right? Every year we talk about the Redskins changing their name because it's offensive. And given recent events in the country, it's an even hotter topic to the point where Nike actually pulled all Washington Redskins gear from their store.
And I
Like
heard,
you cannot buy it on Nike.com.
I also heard that FedEx, who the Redskins play at FedEx Field,
Mm-hmm.
are they're also putting a lot of pressure on the team to change the name and put in some like official, an official request.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Uh,
and some of the minority owners of the Redskins are threatening to sell their shares. Um, Ron Riviera, who just left.
I mean, Ron
Uh,
Rivera.
Ron Rivera, who just left Carolina, new head coach over in Washington, says that he wants to see a name change before the season starts. Um, and Dan Snyder, the owner of the Redskins, has always been very resistant to changing the name and all that. So, yeah. So here we are, right? The Redskins announced that they are going to have a thorough review of the name. He didn't really want to, no one really wants to give their position on it. Ron Rivera did not want to give his position on it, saying that's meant for the DC area. It's meant for the team to have this discussion. I'm sure Roger Goodell is going to have something stupid to say like he normally does. But anyways, CBS Sports puts out an article a couple days ago. Jared Dubin said, you know what? Here's some alternative names, and I want to list them off here and see what you think. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
The Washington Braves.
Um,
That's not much. I mean, that's better than Redskins for sure.
yeah,
But there's already an Atlanta Braves baseball.
yeah, and I think
It
it's
actually,
still.
but it actually was the team's original name.
I
Fun
just
fact.
feel like it puts them, depending on what they do for branding and everything, it puts them at a way it puts them in a way where it may not be a true like clean break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hogs or the War Hogs.
So this was the name that the fans used for a long time, to describe themselves. I think this is I, I kind of like this idea. I would have to ask a real, Washington fan what they think, but I've heard of
There's none of those. Come on.
I mean, I know at least one or two people who are real, you know, real
Die
fans.
Hard.
And
Sure. Uh, the Red Hawks.
so this actually a few years ago, I would guess it was in 2016 or 17, they was a huge social media blast that they got all these domains and Twitter accounts and stuff that looked like the real Redskins, like very similar, and they put out a big publicity bash that made it look like the Redskins had changed their name to the Red Hawks,
They do not. They do
but
not.
they did not. But I think it's a cool name. I think it's all right.
The Senators.
I don't know. That's like the baseball. They had that. That
The
was
Nationals.
the Nationals. So a long time ago, the team here was known as the Senators,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the baseball team. I don't know. I think they should stay away from that.
Then you've got the Americans or the Generals or some other kind of military name.
Maybe, maybe it seems like a maybe. It's a definite. That's like an
It's
option
a
you choose if
definite maybe.
that's a definite maybe. It's an option you choose if like no one can agree on anything.
Well, the Bravehearts, the Warriors, or the Renegades. Yeah, so the Renegades was basically like an AAF team. I'm pretty sure. I think that was an actual AAF name.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Um, I mean, with the Renegades, you could just have an R instead of like for Redskin. You wouldn't have to. Anyways, and then Red Tails.
I like this one, and I looked at the. There's a link here.
That's
This
actually super super cool.
so it's like a little fighter jet with a red tail. It's like a
Yeah.
maroon, like the Redskins maroon color, but with a bright red tail.
I think it looks pretty slick. I'm gonna
It's
try
pretty.
and I'm gonna try and see if I can pull it up so you can see Washington Red Tails. If I can't type, but I'm gonna try and bring it up for the people here.
It's cool, and it was a community contest through 99 Designs. If you're not familiar with 99 Designs, you should check it out. It's really good for getting logos and all
99
kinds.
Designs. It's that song that that Goldfinger covered, right? 99 Red Designs. Here it is. Oh man, our green screen technology. There you go. You can see it.
You can see it.
Washington Red Tails. That's pretty cool, I think.
I think it's cool. I like that one.
That's I think probably my favorite of all of the choices there.
I really like the Red Hawks as well, but I think that
That's too
there's
close
another.
to the Blackhawks, though. Like,
I think there's a lot of teams that also may be called the Red Hawks.
yeah.
Isn't there a Red Hawks team already?
I mean, Chicago has the Blackhawks for hockey. I don't know. Yeah. I just, mm, mm, I don't know. I'm digging the Red Tails though, being like an airplane,
Yeah,
but
I like.
like it's better than Jets. Jets. Red
Agreed.
Tails is sweet. I think.
I agree.
I don't know what else you. I don't know what else you would like. Is there anything in DC culture that would be a good um, mascot type thing? You live there.
What about the monuments?
Hmm.
The Washington monuments?
Would you just have a big Washington monument on the helmet?
I mean, I'd be down with that.
Pretty boring.
I'd be down with that. It doesn't have to be the Washington Monument because that's just it's an obelisk. Who wants? I mean, that would be
Boring.
What if it were? What if it were? What if it
How
had?
How about the DC Star Spangled Banners?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of it, I think that it's about time the Redskins take care of this. It's way overdue.
I mean, I think this is okay.
And
how about the Cleveland Indians?
I mean, are you asking me if I think that one's? I mean,
well, the Florida Seminoles, right, in college too.
But the Seminoles is like an actual tribe proper name.
Yeah, I mean.
So I mean, I'm not the person to judge that. I don't know what the right answer is on that, but I can tell you that the Redskins is not like a proper name for anybody.
No, it's not. It is not good.
So I don't know. I don't think it should be used. The Indians, I don't like their logo, and the name is not really any better in my opinion.
I thought they dropped the logo.
Did they get rid of it finally?
Well, I know the logo you're talking about, the cartoony.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not a fan of that, but you may be right. They may have officially changed it to just the C or whatever now.
I think they may have done that. But my vote out of all of these, Red Tails.
I'm down with that. I'm on board.
And with that, we'll catch you next time.
That's right.